Hey there, quirky people! Today we're going to look at the amazing movies and TV shows that will be coming out in September 2021. August has been quite amazing so far, as we got two great action comedies in The Name of the Suicide Squad and Free Guy.
Was that cool? It felt really cool.
Films like Reminiscence and Sweet Girl are also making rounds on the streamers. But there's even more greatness that lies beyond August. Sadly, Venom 2, which was the biggest film of September, has been pushed to October amidst the Delta variant scare. But there's still quite a lot of content coming out in September. Before we look at the upcoming films and shows, it would be really cool if you guys would hit the subscribe button, and do press the bell icon so you don't miss out on our future videos. Now getting on to the list of all exciting projects we'll be getting in September, we've got What If?
Are you?
The name's Captain Carter.
Yes, What If has already had a massive opening on Disney+. Marvel is delivering some animated sci-fi madness from MCU's multiverse that will lead us into Doctor Strange 2. We've seen Captain Carter kick some serious Nazi butts. She is proving to be quite the badass. After that, the next two episodes are going to feature T'Challa, who becomes Star-Lord, and Loki, who takes over Earth as his revenge quest when Thor dies. After August, MCU's What If is going to run throughout September. We'd get the fourth episode on September 1st, and then the rest of the month will deliver 4 more episodes before we get the big finale, which arrives in the first week of October. There are plenty of surprises hidden in What If, so stay tuned. Next up we have Money Heist Season 5 Part 1. Money Heist, aka La Casa de Papel, has been attaining a massive viewership over the last 4 seasons. Part 4 was the third most watched Netflix original series, as 65 million households saw the season within its first 28 days. Now the Professor and his crew are hitting Netflix in 2 halves this year. They've taken up the Lucifer formula, as it is clearly working for Netflix. Money Heist Part 5 Volume 1 will arrive on Netflix on September 3rd, 2021. Then, the series will end with Volume 2, which is set to release on December 3rd, 2021. Season 5 is bringing the heist to an end. But guessing by the love and affection that this show has generated among people across the globe, I'm sure that many would not want it to conclude, but everything good has to come to an end at some point in time. And so will the Spanish Netflix original. Along with Money Heist, we've got MCU's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
But now, it's time to show them who I really am.
It hits theaters on September 3rd. So far, the hype for this particular film isn't as high as other MCU projects because Shang-Chi is a rather unfamiliar character. But with the kind of action we've seen in the trailers, I'm pretty sure that this film will surprise many people in the audience. It is bringing the real Mandarin into the mix, and it will finally redeem what happened with Trevor in Iron Man 3. There's going to be a freaking dragon that Shang-Chi is going to befriend. On top of that, sorcerers like Baron Mordo and Wong are set to appear as well. Let me tell you that Wong is actually taking on the Abomination in a fighting tournament. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is going to be completely bonkers, with the likes of Razor Fist and Death Dealer raising the stakes. Along with this MCU outing, Netflix is bringing us an original movie called Worth.
It's a national emergency.
We are proposing a treasury fund offering compensation to the victim.
Michael Keaton is set to appear in the film, which is based on the tragic 9/11 attacks. It hits Netflix 8 days before the 20th anniversary of the attacks. Barack Obama's production company has produced it along with the streaming giant. With Keaton's character Kenneth Feinberg, the likes of Stanley Tucci and Amy Ryan are going to play key roles. This touching story will show Ken Feinberg fighting for the victims of 9/11. He will deliver appropriate compensations for the economic losses of all victims. This isn't a big budget blockbuster event, but I'm really excited about the drama that Keaton is going to deliver in this one. Lucifer Season 6.
I apologize. This is my last night in LA.
Lucy just became the god of Netflix when Season 5 Part B arrived back in May. And much to our surprise, the final season of God Lucifer will be arriving on September 10th itself. One would have thought that the streamer might want to push it to 2022. But we're glad that the last 8 episodes of the show will conclude within this year itself. The promotional photos showed us how Amenadiel has become a detective. And somehow, Dan has returned. or maybe it's his soul hovering around on Earth. The latest trailer suggested that Lucy will be spending a lot of time on Earth despite being the god of the universe. Apparently, he is not ready to take his dad's throne just yet, and that's slowly going to wreak havoc in the universe as the laws of nature start going haywire. Ultimately, Detective Decker was seen dancing with the devil, and Lucy was quite surprised at that.
I certainly did not see this coming.
It'll be interesting to see how the show comes to an end. Hopefully, it will be as satisfying as seeing Lucifer becoming God in the final moments of the 5th season. Kate.
How much time do I have?
14 hours, maybe 15.
Last year, Mary Elizabeth Winstead kicked a few butts as Huntress in DC's Birds of Prey. But this year, she is taking things to another level as she plays Kate in Netflix's action thriller of the same name. John Wick started the trend of gritty R-rated action movies, which was further carried by Atomic Blonde. And now a producer of Atomic Blonde is bringing us Kate. Besides Winstead, Woody Harrelson is also going to be a part of this film before he ultimately goes on to play Carnage. On September 10th, Kate will seek revenge on her enemies who poisoned her. Her condition is uncurable, and she has less than 24 hours to go all John Wick on her adversaries. It'll be interesting to see what this ruthless criminal operative manages to pull off before she ultimately bites the bullet. Malignant.
The body of Dr. Florence Weaver was found brutally murdered in her home this morning.
The king of horrors, James Wan is coming up with his latest take in the scary genre. After starting hit franchises like Saw and The Conjuring, Wan is giving us Malignant, which is an all-new original idea from him. Annabelle Wallis is leading the cast as Madison, who is terrified by visions of the murders of strangers. Later, she decides to find and save the victims. This thriller is set to arrive on HBO Max and in theaters on September 10th. Cry Macho.
Howard, I've always thought of you as a small, weak, and gutless man.
Legendary Hollywood veteran Clint Eastwood has had Cry Macho as his passion project for quite some time. It is based on N. Richard Nash's 1975 novel of the same name. Eastwood is directing and starring in the film. He plays Miko, a former rodeo star who journeys through rural Mexico in 1978 on a job to return a boy home to his father in Texas. This drama hits HBO Max and theaters on September 17th. Cop Shop.
You're a psychopath. I'm a professional.
Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo star in this action thriller flick. Grillo plays Teddy Moretto, a con artist who decides to hide from an assassin inside a small-town police station. And Butler plays Bob Vidic, a hitman who turns up at the precinct. In the midst of the action, an unsuspecting rookie cop finds herself caught in the crosshairs. Cop Shop also hits theaters on September 17th. Sex Education, Season 3.
I'm the new headmistress at Moordale, taking over from Mr. Groff to get the school back on track.
Netflix is finally bringing us the 3rd season of their hit series, Sex Education. Asa Butterfield, Amy Lou Wood, Emma Mackey, and others will return to continue their high school misadventures on September 17th. I don't need to tell you much about this series, because the name itself attracts massive viewership, so I'm going to leave it at that and move on to the final project of this list. Star Wars Visions.
Star Wars Visions is going to be an exciting anime anthology series.
This is a series of animated short films celebrating Star Wars through the lens of the world's best anime creators. The anthology collection brings together some fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios. From September 22nd onwards, Disney Plus will offer us a diverse cultural perspective to Star Wars. It is something we have never seen before. Okay, this is where our list of exciting September projects comes to an end. Which of them are you looking forward to the most? Let us know in the comments section. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun videos on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.